Okay, so today's story is going to be a pretty wild one. Let me know what you think. The story is going to be about my first time being arrested. I'm 13. Haven't been arrested since, but, it might happen. Might not. Who knows? We'll come to that point when we cross that bridge. Okay, so a couple months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, still 13, me and my, it was like a long weekend, right? And then me and my brother were going on a walk to take my dog on a walk. My mom made us bring our sister, and we were like, okay, but can we go on a walk after without her, without the dog, so we can talk about boy things? And she was like, yeah, honey, of course, because she wants us to bond since we really don't, since we're 2 years apart, and he's in high school, middle school, different ages, different things. And when this is we were going on a walk, and there was this house had a huge party. It maybe had 30 cars in their yard and stuff, driveway, and we ding dong ditched it twice. And someone came out the third time while me and him were hiding behind a bush. They started chasing us, and just my luck, I dropped my phone while running, and I had to go back and grab it. And then they started coming after us. They yelled, "Don't come back! Don't come back, or we're calling the cops!" And me and my brother were getting cocky. So that was one night. Then we went back. We told my mom what we were doing, and my dad, because it was funny, kind of dumb though. Then the next night, we took my dog on a walk and went on a walk after by ourselves. Same thing, but they weren't having a party this time, and so we did it twice. And then we went, continued the walk, walked back, and then we did it a couple more times. And what happened was, so when I was doing it, I decided to lay down next to the porch because we were recording for a video, and it never really happened because it was super bad footage since it was dark. And next was, so I was wearing a mask because it was super cold. I was wearing a ski mask because it was freezing, 23 degrees or 28, in between there. And when we did that, what had happened was, I was in the yard. I went back to do it again, and I was in the yard dancing, doing the bussy challenge, speed bussy challenge, all that good stuff. And then what had happened was we saw them recording us, and then I went back to do it again after my brother said, no, let's go home. And I was recording it as a POV type thing. And then my brother, he had went down there, and when we were on the walk, actually, I forgot to mention this, but we were wrestling, playing with the dog and stuff, and my sister. And then we went back, and this is and then when my brother started walking home, he said, meet me home, because it's right around the corner, super close. And then when I was walking back, there was this car right there stopped with a super bright flashlight pointing in my brother's face, and he was talking to my brother. And then I got closer, I saw this police. There was 5 cars, because they said it was a domestic dispute, which guns and stabbings and stuff, which we wasn't. We were just ding dong ditching, and they said that's a completely different story. And then me and my brother, they said, where do you live? And we said right on the corner. He said, we can't leave our cars here, so we're gonna have to drive you back. So they put us in cuffs and put them in the back of their car. And when we were driving back, my mom had went to sleep. She was so pissed due to this. And my dad, he was he just looked in shock. He was mad. He was pissed off. And when went in, the cop followed us. It was the younger cop. The older cop, when we were talking to him, he said, we got a call about a domestic dispute. And I said, what's that? He said, guns, knives, stabbing, fighting, like that. And luckily, we were with the nice cop, the younger one. And when we were doing that, when we were walking back, getting rode back, and we were walking inside the house, my dad, he was sitting on a couch watching TV or something, whatever he was watching. And the cop came in, and I said, Dad, something happened. Or I said something like that. And he saw that. He turned around, saw the cops. He's like, the cops said, "Hello, sir. Your sons were out ding dong ditching, and we got a call about a domestic dispute, which is totally different situation. We thought they were escaped from the drug rehab centers that's super close by. We thought they were on like acid or tripping balls or something like that." He said that. It's so funny. I tried not to laugh. It was so funny. Like, I was holding in my laughter. It was so funny when he said that. But then what had happened was, after we talked, they were talking about, like, were you wearing a mask? I was like, yeah, a ski mask. And this was, like, after Halloween. And they thought I said Scream a mask, because I was dressed up as Scream for Halloween. And so they made me throw away all my masks, which I had, like, a full collection of, like, 25 of them, because I'm, like, a super huge Scream fan. Ghostface, all that. And they were all different from, like, the different faces he wore, or masks he wore in the movies. So it was super, super cool to have all those. But I actually ended up getting them out of the trash, and now they're in a box in the top of my closet, which is, good. Have those back, because they could be worth a lot of money later. And, so the next day happened. I didn't even want to get on my phone. I just came in my room and sat down and just stared at the wall. I ended up turning on some music to, like, because I was, like, scared. Like, I was shitting myself. Like, I was super scared. And then the next day, they made us clean up everything. My mom did. I had to clean my room spotless. My sister's, the bathroom, living room, outside, pick up dog poop, clean up my dog's kennel, clean up the basement, clean up all of that, the kitchen, and we shared the chores, like, all of that. It was crazy. Had to vacuum, clean windows, mirrors, all of that. And then what happened was, that's pretty much, it blew over, and then they told everybody about that, like, literally everybody, family, friends, all of that. My grandma, she was like, you're a hoodlum, you're never gonna get a job, like, all of that. It was crazy. Alright, this is the story about the time how I almost got arrested. Peace.
Sit down.